Hi, friend. Okay, I just channeled through a very powerful ascension meditation that is most likely up on the podcast, on YouTube, on all the places and spaces. But I just wanted to talk a little bit more about what came through for me for that, because most likely it also came through for you. Or if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you do it. What came through or what channeled to me first was that I needed to channel through a meditation to shift our vibration, our mood. You know, those days when you're just in a funk, you're in a mood and you stubbornly can't shake it. We tell ourselves that we can, and our ego just wants to be in it. You just want to be in the frustration, the anger, the bitterness, the disappointment that we feel, we think towards others. Here's the truth: it is always towards yourself. It is always about you. It is always about you. But we are conditioned to believe that it's others creating the way that we feel. Now, yes, others' ways of being and acting can trigger and activate something in us, but it is always just triggering and activating something within us that we are holding on to. Because think of all the things that can happen to you that don't do anything to you, that don't trigger you, that don't activate you. Or think of things that, like, maybe your best friend or your brother or your mom get triggered by that don't even phase you, because it's not something that you are holding against yourself. But when we have these triggers, these vibrations, these activations that happen that create suffering in any way, it is always the divine at play showing you where you are stopping yourself from being free. And this is why we all need to consciously play the game of self-mastery. Because when you live your day focusing on self-mastery, on knowing yourself, on being yourself, on seeing yourself, on loving yourself, on caring for yourself, you consciously get to then choose in any moment what to do with what happens. Because we can't predict, as much as we fucking try, we can't predict. We can't manipulate. We try, we exhaust ourselves. We have all of these expectations and preconceived notions of how the future should be. We have all of these ideas, right? But it's all just ideas. It is all ideas unless you're here now. And when we're here now, it is all just love and light. That's what it is. So when you start to really see that there is nothing limiting you other than your beliefs in the moment, that's how we become free. But without self mastery, without consciously creating a knowing of ourselves, it's really hard. And I've been seeing a lot, and always, like, we are always being shown what we need to awaken things within us. I've been seeing a lot of, like, YouTube videos and podcasts and posts and things about manifestation. Now, manifestation is around us all the time. It's a very big topic. Manifestation and quantum jumping right now are really big. They always have been, but they're, like, really being pushed right now for many reasons. It's the universe doing it because we all need to wake the fuck up to the fact that we are powerful manifestors who can quantum jump into any reality at any time. But the thing that I'm seeing is that everyone is focused on the method, on the way to do it. And there's so many methods. And I've tried them all. I've done them all. I've taught them all. Maybe not all of them, but it feels like it at this point in my ascension. And there's certain things in my life that for a long time were just not manifesting, no matter how much I meditated, did all the things that I've done to make other things appear. But it was because I still had beliefs that I was holding on to, that I was stubbornly not letting go of, that were stopping and blocking me. I had fears that were holding me captive. It was no one else. Anything that anyone has ever done to me, I am the only one that can hold on to it in reality. Anything before now can only be here if we bring it. And anything of the future is all just ideas. But when we, again, you hear me say self mastery a million times, when we cultivate the ability to play consciously this game of self mastery and be the frequency we want to be the identity of the person we want to be, everything manifests and magnetizes that we need. a lot of the time we're not getting what we want. We're not getting what we're working so hard to manifest and doing all of the methods that, work for everyone else. It's not working because it's not what's actually meant for you now. It's most likely meant for a limited version of you. The divine knows how powerful you are, how worthy you are, how deserving you are. But if you feel unworthy, if you don't feel enough, then you're out of alignment. And if you're out of alignment with your highest timeline, with your highest frequency, the divine is going to do what it needs to show you where you are limiting yourself, where you are not letting yourself be free. So, the reason I'm seeing that this meditation, it's a short and sweet one that I intended for you to use anytime that you just need to like shift that mood, that vibration when you're just like in it. And I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes I want to be in my ego. Sometimes I just want to be in the stubbornness of being irritated with someone. But I am very aware, because it's who I am, that it is 100% me. I am 100% sitting in these feelings that someone has activated in me that, yes, are based on a previous situation that are still stuck in me. So sometimes we can choose to shift and empower ourselves. And in the moment, this is when the game changes, right? When we choose to be the master of our reality and we choose to be the identity we are now, and we see, okay, here is this thing that is being triggered in me. It is coming through this way, this situation. It is activating and awakening something that is in me that was created most likely sometime in your childhood. And all you need to do is allow it. Allow it to be what it is. See it, acknowledge it, and then acknowledge the fact that you don't want it to be a part of you anymore, that it isn't a part of your identity. We can continually tell the same stories of who we are. We can continually create the same reality, the same identity, day in and day out, really easily. Really easily. It's how our unconscious runs a show, and your unconscious is running the show 95% of the time. It very easily and effortlessly, just like it will brush your teeth with the same hand every time, it will keep living each day the same way that it knows it can survive until you shift, until you change, until you consciously create a new identity and a new reality. So doing little things like a little meditation, a little vibration shift, listening to a YouTube talk like this or a podcast, wherever you're hearing this, can just give you that like, or that wake up call that's like, fuck, I'm again choosing my own suffering. Whatever anyone else does, I'm not saying if it's, there's people that do shitty things. I get that. But they're doing that. That's their life. That's their reality. And it may, yes, affect you, but only to the level that you allow it. And when you see that you are the creator of your reality, you can choose how you perceive it. But the more that you give your power away, the more disempowered your self-conscious will feel to choose what's right for you in the moment. So we need to be in harmony between our unconscious, our self-conscious, our superconscious, our mind, body, and soul, right? It's all about being in divine alignment, being in divine union, being conscious, being aware, choosing ourselves, and doing the best that we can. And I'm not saying that you're not going to have times where you're going to react or be sad. Like sadness, anger, frustration, these are all feelings that are going to come in this human existence. But it's if you choose to make it who you are. It's if you choose to use it against yourself. Or if you acknowledge that it's there, allow it to be what it is and be like, I don't fucking want to be in this. I want to be happy. I don't want to choose sadness. I want to shift out of this. What is creating this sadness within me? Okay, that's not me. Let's breathe. Let's be present. Let's bring some happiness in. How about we can either be stubborn and sit here and be like, I want to be frustrated and angry with this person. Do that. Go for it. Or be like, you know what? I'd really like to play and do something that you love. If you're hearing this, you're most likely a grown adult that can do whatever the fuck you want to do whenever you want to do it. It's just that you have created all of these situations, all of these thoughts and ideas as to how unfree you are, as to your limitations. And I just want everyone to see that you are here to be free and that you are free in any moment that you choose to be present. It's all it takes. So we can stay stuck in these lower frequencies holding us in the 3D, in the third dimension of limitations and control and manipulation. We can choose to be there. We can also choose to be in the fourth dimension of feeling like we are needing to fix and change and prove ourselves, because that's the next part of this. So once you see your power, you can then go into the fourth dimension of feeling like you have problems to fix, like you're a problem to fix, like you're broken. So any of these things that you're seeing, you can sit there and think like, okay, what course do I need to do? What meditation do I need to do? What way do I need to move my body to fix this? And when you feel like you have a problem to fix, or you're a problem to fix, or you're broken, do you know what you're doing? You're creating the problem. Because for there to be a problem to fix, there has to be a problem. But when you see, okay, here I am feeling limited, feeling sad, feeling fear. Where is this coming from? Is this me? No. Do I want to feel this? No. What can I do to shift my reality? What can I do that would bring me joy? What can I do to move forward? We can continually keep trying to fix and problem solve our past, but we're just going to keep recreating it then. And that's why our past is continually showing up in our present. But if you start to see that you are the creator of your reality and you have these dreams and these hopes and these intentions of where you want your life to go, and you stay in alignment of the expansion and the excitement, you just evolve into the limitless being, the conscious creator, the super conscious alchemist of your reality, and you are free. Okay, that's my little rampage. I hope that this activated and awakened something in you. Do the meditation if you haven't. I just want you to know you're free to be whoever the fuck you want to be. Live aligned, stay divine. Love you.